Hello, welcome back. So this is part 2 of my turkey and gravy series for Thanksgiving 2022. So I have here my turkey resting, extracting some extra drippings as they come off the bird. I have here my pan getting warm, and I have here, I don't know, about a tablespoon of butter, along with all my yummy meaty bits from inside the bird. And with freshly washed hands, I need to add some stuff to make it taste good. And about a teaspoon of salt. You don't want to over salt it because this is going to continue cooking, reduce down, and be adding liquids. Some of them will have salt if I am using some boxed chicken broth. So what I want to do is control my salt levels as much as possible. I'm going to let that get a nice brown sear first. And then I'm going to cover it with the lid to help bring out some of the liquids from inside of that neck meat and from in the organs. I also want that butter to get nice and brown and toasty. Quit it. Oh yeah, look at all those good brown. So I'm popping on my lid, and any steam that collects on the lid will run back down and collect in the bottom of the pan and keep my tasty, yummy things from burning onto the bottom. Alright, and when there's lots of brown stuff on the bottom, go ahead and add 2 cups of water. Alright, I'm at a rolling boil now. Move that. Turn it down more. There's that. There's that. Pull that over. There's that. I know what that is. And I also want to scrape. There we go. Alright. I think as much flavor as possible has been extracted from these bits. So now what I have to do is move some stuff around to retrieve my drippings. So. Alright, next up I've got 2 cups of low sodium chicken broth. What I want to do is pour some of this off. So I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of potato starch to what's left of my chicken broth. Also, these flat whisks here are actually sauce whisks, which makes them great to actually, you see that? I can get into the corners with this sauce whisk, which I would not be able to do with a traditional round whisk. Alright, so got my slurry made. There we go. And I'm going to turn up my heat a bit. Because I want to emulsify the starch with all that fat. You see that fat layer on top there? It's clearish versus everything else being kind of brown underneath. So I want to whisk this to get an emulsion. Also, normally I would say taste as you go, but because I know that this is going to continue to reduce, I don't want to taste it yet and make any adjustments, because that reduction could cause it to become too salty or too peppery or too whatever other flavors I might add. So I'm going to wait until it's basically gravy. Oh, I just saw some magic happen. It's starting to thicken up. This gravy's practically done, which means I need to start carving some turkey. And I'm just going to start off with removing my probes. So, here's my bird. Gorgeous, golden, a queen. I want to start carving. Just gonna pull that down at the leg. So, I'm gonna run my blade between the breast and the leg. And should be able to pop the joint. Alright, it doesn't want to pop. And I can also lift and work from the bottom. So, this time it was easier for me to find the joint from the underside by turning the bird up. And that's why resting is so important, otherwise the bird would have been too hot to handle and I couldn't have lifted it up like that. So, here is my leg and thigh section. And then what I like to do for the breast is do slices, like deli slices. So, grab at the top and start turning my knife out. Shh, it's okay. Ta-da! Also, that's from inside the breast. You guys, look at how juicy that is. Look at that. Squeezing out. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh yeah, that is pretty. Alright, now for the star of the show. Some of that turkey, some of the potatoes, and some of the gravy. Mmm. So, the turkey's delicious, the gravy is on point. And basically my philosophy with the gravy is take your time, use as many things that you can possibly extract flavor from as possible to make your gravy just super duper awesome, because it's not just going on mashed potatoes. In my family, we put the gravy also on the cornbread dressing, and yeah, it's so good. Because normally the cornbread dressing only has chicken broth in it, so adding that super pungent turkey flavor with the gravy on top, chef's kiss. So beef up that gravy as much as you can with everything that you can possibly extract from your turkey. Alright guys, I'm so glad that I was able to update my Thanksgiving turkey and homemade gravy recipe this year. If you guys use any of the tips or tricks from this video in making your Thanksgiving or Christmas turkey, then leave me a comment below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and click the bell for notifications anytime I upload new content. Also, don't forget you can find me on most other social media platforms as the Deglutenizer, including Twitch, where I live stream most weekends. Also, I am on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Tumblr, and a whole bunch of others. If you want to follow me on one of those other platforms, just look for the Deglutenizer. Alright guys, this is tasty as hell, so I'm going to go finish my plate, and I will see you guys next time.